Good morning, everybody. It's me, Debbie. I'm here again for your weekly energy forecast. I want to change things up a little bit this week. I want to do our usual Monday, Tuesday card, Wednesday, Thursday card, Friday, Saturday card, and Sunday card with using the tarot. But I also want to use a new deck that I'm just dying to use. It's the, what is it called again? Oracle of the Unicorns. Stunning. So I want to use a tarot card and then a unicorn card for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the weekend. So let's see what comes up for us now. So we want to take a card for Monday and Tuesday to start. So let's see what comes up here. This one sticks out. Okay, that one there is the Star. And in the tarot, this card is to do with illumination, enlightenment, angelic protection, and light at the end of the tunnel. Now, the light at the end of the tunnel I'm hearing is not a train. So this light at the end of the tunnel has got a lot to do with inspiration. So today and tomorrow you can expect to start feeling a bit more inspired, a little bit lighter, and a little bit more wiser, because the last 2 weeks haven't been easy, to say the least. We've been tested in a lot of ways, and it's all for our greater good, I promise. So with the Star, let's see what comes up. Let's take a unicorn card out. Let's see. This one here. Okay, look at that. How gorgeous are these cards? Okay, so here we've got the card called Flow. And this for me is to do with marrying it with the Star card, is to do with going with the flow, knowing that you're safe. Your path ahead is actually quite clear at the moment. So following your inner guidance, following your intuition is going to be helpful for today and tomorrow. So going with the flow. Now let's see what the cards say on here. It's saying, find an easier path forward, surrender the outcome, release your expectation. Okay, so this for me is also to do with being lighter. So today and tomorrow you'll find yourself being lighter, more inspired, and just feeling a lot stronger than what you would have been in a while. So today and tomorrow is actually pretty good. So yeah, that's positive. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's see what comes up out of here. A sneaky suspicion this is about action. Okay, now this card here is the Four of Cups. Now if you look at the lady in the card, you'll see she's kind of hiding behind that tree and looking a little bit depressed, right? I don't know if you can see it in this. Yeah, there we are. If you look at her, behind her, there's a little cup there that she's not seeing. So she's only focusing on these three. She's not actually seeing that one behind her. So this card is asking us on Wednesday and Thursday to try and see the bigger picture a little bit, to try and see that the ways we've been challenged is not all bad. It's not all negative. That there's a blessing in everything. So we need to find the blessing and the silver lining in the clouds that we may have been experiencing recently. This card is also saying don't hide away. It's time to come out into the light. It's time to step into the lightness of your being and into the lightness of the world, because there's so much negativity and dark out there, oh definitely, but there's also a hell of a lot of light as well. So I'm hearing don't get sucked in. Don't get sucked into the drama that's out there. Remember, you're a light being. You're filled with light. So use your light to uplift and lighten up others in the world. Okay, so that is to do with Wednesday and Thursday. So let's see what comes up with the unicorn dudes here. Okay, so this one, imagination. I love that. Okay, so there it says imagination, and it says envision a new reality. You see, give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. So Wednesday and Thursday, this is really about drawing on your inner light and using your imagination to create what you want to experience. Maybe life has been recently in a way that you don't really want to experience. It hasn't been fun. But once again, understanding that we're being poked and prodded for a reason. We're all being tested for a reason. It's our inner stuff coming up for review, which is a constant. If you're a human, you're dealing with your stuff constantly. The main thing is to not get stuck in it, but to see it as the lesson that it is. So here we're being asked to envision differently. So what kind of future are you wanting? What is it that you're wanting to bring into your life at the moment, okay? Don't look at everything you've lost. Look at the blessings and have a look and see how you can use those blessings to create better for yourself, because Wednesday and Thursday we're going to be asked to step into our power and step into the lightness of our being, like I said just now, and to envision a different future for ourselves, because the imagination is the seat of creation, right? So letting your imagination work for you. Now, what's interesting to note is Wednesday is full moon. So full moon is wonderful for manifesting, to focus on what you'd like to create in your life, using the energy of the full moon to do that. It just helps. Again, it's like positive weather. It's additional weather for you to work with, good weather. And also, yeah, you might find yourself triggered on Wednesday and Thursday a little bit, as in being sucked into the poor me, look what went pear-shaped, okay, but it's for good reason. A full moon is also about letting go. So before we move forward into the positive, we need to let go a little. Okay, so focusing on those as what you can release, and using your imagination to create more of what you're wanting to experience. Okay, so seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and finding the blessings in your situation. Okay, so that's Wednesday and Thursday. Now let's see Friday and the weekend here. This one, Friday and the weekend. Okay, this one here never looks fun, does it? It's the devil card. Now the devil card, everybody always goes when they see that card, but the devil card is merely about facing your fears, releasing your restrictions, and especially your shadow self. Now, being Venus retrograde at the moment, we're being forced to face our shadow a little bit, so that we can see how to value ourselves more, and value everything around us a lot more. So Friday and the weekend, you can expect to find yourself facing your shadow. So if you're finding yourself a little bit triggered by the people around you, or situations triggering, it's triggering your dark, your shadow side, and it's merely there for you to bring it some light. So you're going to start this week feeling a hell of a lot lighter and brighter, and then going into the weekend using that light to illuminate what's been lying really dormant for us. Okay, so now let's take another one just because we can. And you see now, there's the Ace of Wands. I love the way the cards tell a story. Okay, so this weekend now, facing your shadow, releasing the dark side of you so that you can embrace the new. Now, the Ace of Wands is all about new beginnings, and it's about fresh starts, and it's about passion and fire and being ingenuitive and really taking some leaps as well, because wand energy is actually quite a fast energy. So you can expect Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like I said, being triggered a little bit, but it's only there for you to fix it. That's why it's coming up, okay? It's like they're showing me like it's like a leaky pipe. It's leaking and leaking. You can, turn a blind eye, not look at it and pretend that it goes away, but it never does. It heals when we focus on it, and it heals when we look at it and say, okay, well, this pipe is actually quite leaky, so what am I actually doing to fix this now? So let me take some action and fix it. Now, interesting they use the leaky pipe analogy, because leakiness is water. So this is our emotions. These are some old broken emotions possibly surfacing, and I can see what's going to happen here is we're going to look at our emotions and say, okay, these are old emotions. This is old stuff, but it doesn't even resonate with me anymore, because I'm now a new evolving being looking at my old emotions and thinking, but that's so old me, that's so passé, I'm more evolved now, I'm stronger, so that means I can now heal this and put it to bed. Yay. So because as soon as you put that old to bed, then you can welcome the new. Okay, so let's see what unicorn card can come out with that to just guide us a little. We need two, so that one and this one. Okay, let's see what comes up. How do you like that? Okay, now look at that. There's polarity, and next to that is balance. Isn't it amazing how cards mirror each other? So polarity is pretty much exactly what the devil card is about. It's about light and dark. Okay, so it's facing our dark while remembering who we are, which is light. So the words on this card say, integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. So what this is saying is, Friday and the weekend, this is about recognizing that yes, we all have a dark side, and yes, we all have light as well. It's generally 50-50. The main thing with being human is not allowing your dark side to rule. Okay, it's about recognizing your dark as in your fears, what triggers you, what fires you up, what gets you into fear mode. Okay, that is your shadow. So what you want to do is take that shadow side of you, which is the wounded ego, it's the wounded child. So you want to take that dark side of you and really just love it back to light and say, okay, Debbie, yes, your trigger is insecurity. Okay, is that insecurity valid for you right now? Look around you, Debbie. Are you safe? Are you secure? Yes, I am. Okay, so that means I can put my insecurity to bed and say, thank you very much for teaching me and to bringing and to illuminating for me that I am actually indeed safe and secure, which means I can release that insecurity. And by releasing my insecurity, I then welcome new beginnings because now I'm open for it. I'm not bogged down by all sorts of insecurities blocking the flow, okay? So that's what the polarity is about. We cannot have light without dark. We cannot have dark without light. Because in order to know what light is, we first need to know what is dark. And that dark side of us, those little polarities that are there, we need to love them into being light and accepted. Okay, so that's what that's about. And then the balance card this weekend, it's saying, take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, set boundaries with your work. So this is to do with taking just a little bit of time out and realizing that we're not machines, we're not human doings, we're actually human beings. So, and also we're needing time to integrate these things. As we grow and evolve, we need time to integrate and we need downtime for that. So give yourself that this weekend. So very, very, very interesting week ahead here. This is another opportunity for growth and expansion into who we really are. So I hope this video has helped you. If you have any questions or if you need any guidance, if you need to see me, for me to help you and guide you through your journey ahead, please do let me know. You're welcome to inbox me and then we can take it from there. So wishing you a very happy week ahead, sending you lots of love. Blessed be.